Time management is one of the most crucial skill in anybody's life. Most of the people fail in their life or career because they are not good at time management. I come across this problem most of the time when I do take training sessions. So I thought of coming up with a concrete video on time management. So before moving on, let me introduce myself again. This is Lopa Mudra. I'm a career growth coach and a communication expert. And in this video, as I have said, I'm coming up with my 9-step formula to improve your time management skill. Before moving on, I will request you to subscribe my channel by pressing the bell icon, because I do come up with different value-adding videos which are going to help you in your life, in your career growth, your success stories to create, and goal setting. All those things I do cover, where I do come up with this kind of videos every Tuesday and Saturday with a commitment, so that it will be helpful to you and you can overcome all those challenges coming across in your life, and you can actually grow faster in your life and lead a very happy life. That is the motto of me coming up with all these videos. So let's move on with my 9-step formula to help you in becoming a better time manager. So number 1, make a to-do list and prioritize the task. So how to make a to-do list? For me, if you'll ask, I have already planned of the entire year. If you'll ask me on so and so date, so and so time, what you are planning to do, I have a ready-made plan for me for the entire year. I have already done that before the year began. If you have not done that, I will not tell you to do entire year planning immediately if you have never done this kind of planning till date. Because when you take a big target, it's going to be very difficult in reality. But when you are going to take it in a small way, small steps, it is going to turn very easy. So let's take a small step. What is that small step? You can do like what you are going to do tomorrow. You can prepare a to-do list today itself. That is very simple to do. So make this simple change in your life. Whatever you are going to do tomorrow, make a to-do list today itself. So you can write it in your notepad by maintaining a journal. That is one of the best way. Otherwise, in today's scenario, lot of different variety of applications are available in the Play Store of your phone also, or you can search in Google and other apps where you will find variety of applications which are actually the time management tracking tools. So you can take help of any tool where you can take a record, a note, number 1, number 2, number 3, like that. So what are your to-do list? Now when you have a list of what all you are going to do tomorrow, just identify the what are the priority things, means what are the urgent and important one. So what is the difference between urgent and important? So urgent one are something which you have to do at a urgent basis on a very big priority level. So you can probably give a star mark or something, or notification beside that. And the important ones are coming after the urgent, which are not urgent, means not immediately you have to do, but those are also important, you have to do. Now completing the urgent and important ones, you are putting the tick marks. After that, the rest you can do. So this is going to be in a very disciplined way. This will help you to become more disciplined, and it will be more structured. So it is going to help you have a control on your time. Number 2, set a goal. I always talk about setting a goal. It is very important to set a concrete goal for you, because without having a concrete goal setting for you, you are totally distracted. You don't know where you have to go. So when you don't know where to go, how you will plan about the how, why, and all those stuff. So it is very important to know your goal. So set a concrete goal. So you can follow the SMART goal setting formula. So one by one you can set those kind of goals which are coming under that SMART goal setting formula. The abbreviation SMART stands for: S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for achievable, R stands for relevant, and T stands for time bound. So you have to choose a goal which is actually very specific, it's measurable, means you can give it a time frame, and it's achievable as per your capacity. Don't set a goal which is totally beyond your capacity. Yes, you have to stretch little bit from your comfort zone, but still it is achievable. You have to set that kind of goal, and it should be a relevant one also, not a very messy and dreamy zone kind of, and you have to give it a concrete time frame. So set a goal which is a SMART goal. Number 3, create a schedule and identify the time killers. So you have to create a schedule. So whatever the goal you have set, so accordingly you have to schedule something for you. Like if it is a 6 months or 1 year kind of goal, so what all you are going to schedule for, maybe every day, every week, every month, like that you have to create a schedule for yourself. And the very important, you have to identify the time killers. So how you can identify your time killer? I can give you a very simple formula. You can start tracking your everyday routine work. So continuously when you will start tracking your routine work, maybe you can set it like this, like from morning, if you are getting up at 6 o'clock probably, so 6 to 6:30, what all you have done. So make a note of each and every small things what you are doing time wise. This I am taking 5 minutes for this thing, from 6 to 6:05 I have done this, 6:05 to 6:15 I have done this. So all each small things, keep a journal of that. So it's only for your own record, you don't need to show it to anyone. So keep each and every small things a record. So when you start keeping the record of all those small things over a period of time, you will realize at the end of the day when you are going through that particular journal, you will realize you are going to miss somewhere, you are not doing productive work in this period of time. So you will be finding all those unproductive words and all those time killers. So then you will be having ample number of time in your hand to do more productive work. Number 4, break down the larger task. So when you are taking a big task, somehow it is turning very difficult for you. Your brain is accepting it as a very big one, and somehow it is finding it very challenging and very somehow next to difficult kind of. Your brain is getting that signal. So when you are breaking the particular task into small chunks or small pieces, your brain is accepting it that it's easy. Chota hai na, small work, so it is easy. So break all those tasks, the schedule you have prepared, break them into small pieces, so that it will be somehow your brain is taking it as easy and achievable. Number 5, minimize the distraction. So identify all those things which are distracting you. Probably the mobile phone in front of you, probably some TV screen or something in front of you, maybe some other picture or something. Whichever thing is distracting you, avoid those distractions, remove those distractions in front of you. So when you are working, it should be totally fully focused work and without any kind of distractions in front of you. So remove all those distractions after identifying them. Number 6, delegate the task. So when you have done all those steps, now you have to delegate those tasks, means you have to divide those tasks, you have to assign those tasks to different people. See, we can't do everything. We are human beings and we are having our own limitations. So if we will divide those tasks and we will assign some tasks to other people, or maybe we have assigned those tasks in different days or different time, our job is turning easy. So please do that. It's not always to divide it into other people or give it to other people. You can give it to you yourself also, but by giving different time slots and days. So when you are giving it in different portions, it will be easy for you. Number 7, take breaks. At a stretch or at a flow, if you are working for long time, you will be restless and your productivity is going to reduce. So take breaks. Maybe you can do like this. 2 hours you are continuously working with a fully focused, razor focused approach, and after that you are probably taking a 30 minutes or 45 minutes kind of break. Again you are sitting and you are working for 2 hours at a stretch. Similarly, when you are working maybe 2-3 days you are working full-fledgedly, maybe 1 day break. Or if you are into a job kind of role, you will say, ma'am, there is a continuous flow of work for 5 days or 6 days in a week. So if it's a Sunday or some day there is a break day, take a complete break from your work. That is also required. So have a flow of work along with a break. It can be a small one in a day and it can be a big one after a flow of few days also. So both are required. Have a balance between work and break. Number 8, learn to say no. If you will be habituated of only saying yes, somehow you will be pissed up. You will be neck to neck at certain point. So some point of time you have to learn the art of saying no also. If something is not turning possible for you, something which is actually overloaded to you at certain point, learn to say a straight cut no. A straight cut saying no is maybe initially it is not turning easy for you, but when you are making it a habit and you are going into a flow, you will find the changes and you'll find the magic which is getting unfolded. So try to say no, rather I'll say learn to say no. Have that skill of saying no also. It is not bad always. You have to say no sometime also. Number 9, review and adjust. So when you have done all those 8 steps, now you have to review yourself, because unless and until you are reviewing those things, you will never come to know where you were going wrong till now. So review yourself daily on all those steps, what you have done, what not, what got missed out. So once you are starting yourself reviewing every day, you will get a lot of scope of improvement. And when you understand what are the areas of improvement, start adjusting yourself into those areas of improvement. So gradually you will be becoming a master in time management. And as a bonus, I will tell you, it's not time management, it is all about self-management. We all are having those 24 hours in hand. Everybody is having that 24 hours in hand. It's how a person is managing himself or herself throughout those 24 hours. If you are in a proper planning and implementation phase, you can be a good time manager if you are following all the steps I have already discussed. And if you are not, probably it is turning a messy and you are saying you are not a good time manager. And believe me, trust me, if you are becoming a good time manager, you will be having expertise in other skills and other aspects of life, and you will start enjoying your life, and your life is going to turn more beautiful actually. I am very sure you are learning from this content and you are going to implement them. I am just requesting you to write me in the comment box what all you are going to implement and what not you were doing earlier, so that it will be noted in your brain and you are really going to implement them full-fledged, and it is going to be helpful to you in your way. So all the best. I am very sure you are going to be a good time manager now onwards. Till now, if you have not subscribed my channel, I will again request you to click on the bell icon and subscribe my channel by hitting that. And if you are liking this entire content, please click on the like button so that it will be motivation for me. And if you are finding it useful, you can share it also with your friends and known circle to whom you want to help in time management tools, techniques and skill development. So stay connected and be with me to learn more such skills. Thank you so much for watching.